Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, all praise is due to Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the most gracious, the most merciful. We pray for the salvation of peace to all the messengers of Allah, from our father Adam to the last messenger Muhammad, may peace be upon them all. All protocols observed. Your Excellency, as has been mentioned by my brother, it is a great pleasure once again to be here in State House for iftar hosted by you, and not only you, by also our mother, the First Lady, Mama Rachel. We thank you very much that this is the second time in your second year of presidency that you have hosted us to break fast in this holy month of Ramadan. Your Excellency, the breaking of fast, iftar, symbolizes unity and communal bond as families and communities come together to share meals and prayers. Gathered before you, Your Excellency, are Muslims from different parts of this country who, together with their counterparts from other faiths, are part and parcel of the diverse and interwoven cultures that make up and define Kenya. My brother Hassan Olenado has actually preceded me in thanking you for keeping your promise about the consulate in Jeddah, and also for the first time that in the history of Kenya, the government has embarked on a food distribution program in this holy month of Ramadan, so that those who do not have may also break their fast in this holy month of Ramadan. He mentioned about the waiver of tax on dates. And last time, Your Excellency, I complained to you. But let me assure you that this time, the waiver was made in good time. And we enjoyed the dates, and we say thank you very much. On the same note, we also say thank you, Your Excellency, for you have continued the tradition of gazetting Eid al-Adha as a public holiday. And we are looking forward again this year and the years to come. Allow me, Your Excellency, it's not every day that you stand before your head of state to bring to your attention a few things. Your Excellency, through the Hustler Fund in the last 2 years, close to 50 billion shillings have been disbursed to beneficiaries to positively impact on the economic progress of millions of Kenya. While many Kenyans continue to benefit from your flagship project, sadly, Your Excellency, the vast majority of Muslims have not been able to enjoy the fruits of your pet project due to the interest component in the repayment mode. As you are aware, Your Excellency, Muslims are forbidden to engage in interest-based transactions, and many, out of adherence to their faith, have kept away from the Hustlers Fund, which could have otherwise also empowered them economically like other Kenyans. Mr. President, I humbly make an appeal to you for an alternative Sharia-compliant mechanism in the Hustler Fund to see to it Muslims also enjoy and benefit from it. We also make an appeal, Your Excellency, for the issuing of Sharia-compliant government monetary instruments for both retail and institutional investors. This will not only go a long way in achieving financial inclusion, but also provide the government with opportunity to tap into local funds to finance its development agenda. I assure Your Excellency, you have Islamic experts in this country who can help actualize this. Last year, Your Excellency, I made an appeal on behalf of the Nubian community. And I wish to express their appreciation for the establishment of the task force on the operationalization of the affordable housing project for the Kibra Nubian land. The project was the result of a follow-up on the specific matter for the Nubian community, which was presented to you, as I said, Your Excellency, the task force has completed its work in November last year, and its report with a blueprint and master plan was endorsed by the community, which supported the initiative for the redevelopment of the 200 acres of Nubian land for better housing development. This report is due for presentation to the appointing authority. However, there have been some legal hurdles, which I know you're aware, and the Muslim leadership are working to address these issues to enable the community to move forward on this project. On the matter of the recognition, the Muslim leadership appreciates the pledge you gave again last year to give them due recognition. The leadership is taking the initiative with the Nubian community countrywide, where they will engage the government to have the process of finalizing and formalizing to facilitate your presidential assent so that they are recognized as a tribe in Kenya. Again, Your Excellency, I wish to reiterate our appreciation to the stoppage of extrajudicial killings in this country. Allow me, Your Excellency, to draw your attention on the pending issue of the Waqf Commission. In July last year, the Attorney General appointed members of the selection panel, whose mandate is to nominate members of the Commission. 5 eminent personalities from the community were appointed to kickstart the process. However, Your Excellency, more than 8 months down the line, there has been silence from the Office of the Attorney General on the roadmap for the committee. The Waqf is an important matter for Muslims, and we were optimistic that by now the Commission would be in place after the selection committee has undertaken its role. We appeal to you again to prevail on the Attorney General to put in motion and fast-track the work of the selection committee to start off its work of identifying the commissioners to steer the Waqf Commission on its new mandate. We commend the government. My brother has talked about passports. We commend you and your government for the decision to reopen the passport office in Garissa after Eid al-Fitr. For many years, residents of Garissa and the wider northeastern region have had to take cumbersome journeys, traveling hundreds of kilometers to Nairobi in the tedious search for these important travel documents. We are also aware that a policy decision will soon be announced on the provision of national IDs and passports to residents of northeastern region. Residents of the region and Muslims from other parts of the country, as you are aware, have been experiencing bottlenecks on the acquisition of IDs and passports. While these documents are a constitutional right for all Kenyans, for Muslims, they remain largely a luxury due to the rigorous process in obtaining them. During the last iftar dinner last year, here at State House, you made it clear that all Kenyans applying for national IDs will be subjected to the same policy, regardless of their faith or background. Mr. President, as it is evident here in this gathering, Muslims hail from all parts of the country, and in all these areas, the same cries of discrimination continue to be heard from ID and passport applicants. We again implore you to see to it that Muslims across the breadth of this country go through the same procedures like other Kenyans and are not discriminated against. Your Excellency, on the matter of Muslim students, we again implore your intervention on the deliberate policy of discrimination imposed on Muslim students in many educational establishments, specifically in public schools. While the Constitution is clear on the freedom of worship for all Kenyans, it is a different case in many schools where Muslim students are denied a place of worship, are forced to attend religious services of other faiths, and for our girls, outrightly denied their right to wear the hijab. The Education Ministry is fully aware of this problem, and while it has issued several circulars to schools to end this practice, we need them to be more forceful to ensure that this is implemented. Lastly, Your Excellency, drugs are devastating our youth at the coast. The situation is reaching unbearable levels, and it is painful to see thousands of young men and women fall into addiction. They have lost their productive lives and are only staring at a bleak future. In other parts of the country, as we are aware, a robust approach has been undertaken to tame the alcoholic addiction. We would also like to see the same tough and uncompromising approach being taken at the coast against non-drug barons who continue to comfortably live at large, plying with their illegal trade, decimating their lives of our youth. As we end the holy month, we pray to the Almighty to guide you, Your Excellency, in your service to the nation, and grant you wisdom and understanding to lead the country the right direction. We beseech the Creator to bestow on you the ability and insight to ensure that peace, unity, harmony continue to prevail in this country. Last but not least, Your Excellency, I extend to you an open invitation on behalf of the leaders of Jamia to come and visit the largest mosque in East Africa that is present in your country. Thank you very much. May Allah bless us all and bless Kenya.